And I have returned. So we're gonna move right on into day 3 of the Raven Remastered. And I've been playing this for the last couple of weeks. So this is also by THQ Nordic. Um, I've been enjoying a lot of games that have been coming out from THQ lately. So this is going to be day 3 of the Raven Remastered. So what ideally we're gonna try to finish this part off. And then that's when I will end stream. Normally I stream for about 2 hours, but I would like to try to get this part done. So last I remember we're on like the dock. And our constable from Switzerland is trying to go to Egypt. And they're kind of like, the head investigator against the Ravens, like, no, you can't come. You know, you were only assigned to Switzerland. So he's trying to convince him to let him go on the ship with him. So we will see what will happen, because depending on what happens today, if I finish this today, then the schedule that you will see will probably end up changing. I think we're gonna probably have to stow away on the boat.
In my younger years, I might have considered abseiling from the crane down to the ship, but those days are long past.
Uh-oh. On a bit.
Amazing how much luggage there is for so few passengers, and I'd guess that 3/4 of it belongs to the women. Fine car, but nothing compared to the young lady who owns it. Who could she be? An actress? A millionaire's daughter? She's certainly attracting a lot of attention. I'll take an inconspicuous look up close.
That was like not inconspicuous at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting anyone to be crawling around on the ground in front of my door.
Don't worry about it, miss. No harm done.
That's good to hear, Mr.
Zellner?
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Zellner.
May I ask your name?
Patricia Mayers.
Are you American?
I am. Could you help me, please?
Certainly. Are you on your way to Egypt?
Yes.
Are you on holiday?
My father works for a railroad company there.
And is rebuilding the country after the war. Wonderful.
Yes. Wonderful. One more.
You're lucky to have a father who takes you to so many interesting places.
Oh, yes. Lucky me.
Aren't you interested in Egypt? The pyramids, the history.
I would have been more interested in a father who doesn't travel 300 days a year.
I'm sure your father regrets that he can't always be with you.
No doubt. And I'm sure he always wanted the best for me. But that doesn't stop him from thinking only about himself far too often. Bring my luggage on board, please.
Excuse me?
It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zellner.
Impertinent.
Alright. It was sending me messages because I do D&D. And so pretty much it's just looking to see what time I need to
Constable Oliver seems to be a little simplistic. But I don't think he's a bad policeman. The way he reacted in the tunnel and got the train moving. Hats off. Hello, Constable Olivier.
Oliver.
It's Oliver.
I just wanted to say that you did a good job in the tunnel.
Thanks.
How did you know how to get the train moving?
I come from a family of miners, and my uncle is an engine driver down the mine.
I see. And you looked over his shoulder?
Yeah, best way to learn.
Did Legrand tell you about his theory? That it could be the real Raven?
Of course he did. We're partners.
But the modus operandi doesn't fit at all. The Raven wasn't a bomber.
We have the letter. And the feather. That's his symbol.
Anyone can put a feather in an envelope.
He's right.
No.
What's that supposed to mean?
It was you.
What was me?
You put the envelope on the safe.
To blow myself up?
You threw the bomb away, and now you're the famous hero, right? And the Raven must have paid you pretty well.
Really?
That is ridiculous.
Is it? Only you and I and Legrand were in the freight car. One of us must have put the envelope on the safe. Legrand didn't. And I didn't think about it.
Okay, nothing there. There has to be a way for him to be able to get up on here.
I'll be marching up this gangway today, no matter what. Someone has to stop that damn bomber before he endangers more people.
Yeah, but they're not gonna let you up there without... I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get up there. I'm gonna see, but I doubt it.
I don't want to run into Legrand before I have something new to report. Otherwise, he'll send me back to shore.
Okay. I wish there was a way to make him move faster.
The sea is quiet today. Ideal conditions for a cruise. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to see the sights in Venice. Paperwork served up by my...
Okay. I'm trying to think, how would I be... I talked to the Constable. Who's this other guy, I wonder?
Is the doctor afraid to board the ship?
Okay.
Hello, Dr. Gebhardt.
Ah, the hero of the hour.
The hero of the hour, but out of work soon.
Oh, you won't be a policeman anymore?
Yes, but on my old beat, which is almost as good as being out of work.
I understand.
And thank you for the host, Nico T. I appreciate it. Hope you are well.
Is your new job bothering you?
On the contrary, I wasn't sure whether I made the right decision until now. I'm from the Black Forest, you know. There are only mountains there. No ships. But now...
I think the doctor was German.
The atmosphere... I think I want to stay at sea forever.
Oh.
The sea is one thing. The passengers are another.
It will be okay.
What do you know about the Baroness?
Nothing really.
Did you talk to her in the tunnel?
No. Her butler was looking after her, and I was busy with Miss Miller. As you can imagine, it was a shock for her to see her son rolling away on a burning
Yeah, he
train.
does look a little bit like Mario. Mario upgraded.
So, we were all glad when we heard about your brave deed.
Have you already met the captain?
Mario Di Conti. Heard of him?
Should I have?
He is something of a star in Italy. A war hero. In the First World War, when he was a young man, he sank more enemy ships than anyone else. In the Second World War, well, he had some personal problems.
You mean like the ones you buy in bottles and pillboxes?
Yeah, you could say that. Anyway, sending him into combat was out of the question. They gave him a supply ship instead. And he became a hero again. His ship, part of a convoy from Palermo to North Africa, was the only one that made it, with an extra 100 seamen who he rescued from the other ships.
Impressive.
To say his health is rather shaky these days would be an understatement. I think most of my time on board will be spent dealing with his numerous ailments.
Well, there's nothing left for me to do but to wish you a good trip.
Oh, you are not coming with us?
Unfortunately, no. I'm to go back to Zurich.
What a pity.
Take care, Dr. Gebhardt.
Oh, I just remembered. We found these in the tunnel. Are they yours?
I'm afraid so.
Strophantine. Do you have heart problems? Maybe it's for the best that you're not coming along. Too much excitement could be bad for your health.
You mean if I don't do anything, I'll probably have a few more years to live?
That's right. Keep your
chin I don't trust Mario from Italy. I can't believe I feel so bad because like all this time it took me for don't peel off. Pretty much just told the doctor F off. Okay, then this lady popped up. But it took me the longest to realize that Mario's name is Mario. I'm like, like,
James?
what had happened?
James! Where on earth are you?
Hello, Baroness.
Ah, Inspector.
Constable.
Poppycock. You won't be a constable much longer. When they find out how you rescued that little boy, they'll have to promote you to Inspector.
Very kind of you to say so, Baroness. I hope you survived the adventure in the tunnel unharmed.
Scandalous! You book a first-class cabin, and then you're walking on the rails. They wanted to bundle me off in a bus without my luggage.
The circumstances, madam.
I insisted on a limousine and didn't leave until all my luggage was recovered.
Did you know that the real Eye of the Sphinx wasn't even on the train?
I had no idea. Inspector Legrand seems to prefer to keep me in the dark, although I'm the one paying for all of this.
The inspector is ensuring the safety of the Eye.
Well, obviously. All the same, it was you who did the real work.
Julia Child over here. She does sound like Julia
trip to Cairo will be less stressful.
You aren't coming with us?
I'm afraid Inspector Legrand doesn't want my company.
Now, where's my damned butler? James, there you are. Is the inspector to carry my luggage onto the ship all by himself?
Well, actually... Baroness?
Baroness, can you hear me? She fainted.
No. No.
Baroness?
Again, harder.
Hello. Can you...
He slapped the shit out of her, didn't he?
Help me up.
Perhaps we should...
No.
Why did she faint?
I'll get Dr. Gebhardt.
No, Doctor. Just a little moment of weakness. Your arm, James. Take me to the ship.
But of course, madam.
Maybe he could find something in her car.
That was no moment of weakness. She saw something that shocked her. Or someone. Very interesting. Especially since she doesn't want to admit it. Who or what did she see? Neither of them seems to have noticed what happened down here. You'll have a tough time with her. How does one get aboard without a ticket? Not
Get in one of a
brilliant,
a
but it's
cargo box or
possibility.
something? I don't know if we can still look at our car. We might have missed that opportunity. The only way he getting on here without a ticket is to get into like a cargo ship, and the crane gonna have to lift him. I can hope, right? Okay, maybe I can go this way. Because we did everything over here, it looks like. I can't get on the ship because I don't have a ticket. They're not going to let me on. I don't know. They might let them on to talk to, because I'm not seeing any other way. Let me see, they might let them on. Doubt it. Oh, they let them on. Okay. He gonna probably have to sweet talk himself.
Oh, who do we have here? Signore...
This is Constable Anton Zellner.
Signore Zellner, I heard about your feats in the mountains. Welcome aboard the MS Lydia.
Thank you, Captain.
I didn't know you'd be taking part in the journey, but I'm glad to have you with us. I'll have a nice cabin prepared for you immediately.
The Constable will not be joining us. He has other duties.
You gotta let me come now.
That's too bad. I would have loved to hear about his adventures from the man himself.
I'd like to accept your offer, but unfortunately, higher powers prevent it.
I am sorry to hear that. We are by no means full, and have plenty of room for one more passenger.
The Constable just wants to have a quick look around and then leave before we set sail. When will that be?
In about 15 minutes.
There you have it, Constable.
May I ask how to get to the cargo hold?
Oh, Signori, there are much nicer places on board.
But I'm interested in the cargo hold.
Why is that?
One of the trunks seems suspicious to me. Someone could be hidden in it.
You... You want to imply that the most brilliant and probably richest thief in all of Europe is stowing away in a trunk?
Why not?
That's not his style.
That's what makes it more likely that it's not him, but a copycat who's behind all this. And a copycat's style might include doing whatever it takes, like hiding in a trunk if they've lost the ticket.
Oh, come now.
Actually, it would be possible for a registered passenger to board the ship without a ticket.
What do you mean?
You can't buy a ticket for the Lydia at the counter. You book the trip in advance. We know the names of all the passengers. As long as a passenger is on the guest list, we let them board the ship. Doesn't matter if they have a ticket or not.
And did any of the passengers board without a ticket?
I couldn't say. We ask for a name and check it on the list. The tickets are no more than souvenirs for the
That's
passengers.
interesting.
So much for your trunk theory.
Regardless of what you say, I would still like to examine the cargo hold.
All right, then, if you like. But we'll meet here again in 10 minutes. Captain De Conti, before we depart, I'd like to send 2 telegrams.
Certainly, Inspector. The cargo hold is over there. You can enter through a door on the forecastle. The horn will sound twice, 5 minutes before we set off. That's the signal for all the dock workers to leave the ship.
Understood, Captain.
Follow me to the bridge. You can send your telegrams from there.
My time is running out. If I don't find anything in the cargo hold, my cruise will be over before it even begins.
This is gonna be like a time thing, because I hope not. This game is really, really good, though. Like, I do really highly recommend it. Like, I started it as a, like, kind of to, like, show off gameplay, but then got into it.
Oh, what's this?
Aha.
That's the young woman's cabriolet. Apparently, they absolutely had to take it to Egypt, at Daddy's expense, of course. Hello? Come on out. The game's up. I'm opening the trunk.
They already done got out. Whoever it is.
Hello?
Already done got out of the chest, probably. Here's this safe open. Not a safe.
Shards are... Phew. I startled too easily.
Oh, that happened.
For who?
I mean, you would need to open. Can we see if we can take the knife? Might have goofed. How you gonna use the crane controls? Okay, never mind. Did he get out?
Oh,
really? So that was just like really random and backwards, I guess. I don't know, but okay, I'll roll with it at whatever floats your boat. Constable. Whatever floats your boat.
It would be best if no one found out about this. There's some blood and hair stuck to the pipe. Hair I really can't afford to lose. I'll hold it on the blood-spattered end. After all, we already know who the victim is.
But now it look like you attacked yourself. Well, he couldn't have tied himself up, though.
Whoever locked the door is stronger than me. It's already dark outside. How long have I been unconscious?
I mean, you on the boat there. Like, he had to be...
Should I call for help? But what if whoever knocked me out is still around? Or even the gunman?
Alright. I'm going back downstairs. Grabbing the lockers.
The cargo hold seems to be used as a changing room for the crew as well. Or at least the part of the crew that doesn't do their work in white suits. A detention cell for crew members? Or maybe for rowdy passengers?
Wait, what? That in the crate with the bullet hole.
The shot hit this crate. The question is, was the gunman actually trying to hit it? And if so, why? A chair is the last thing I need right now. I was sitting long enough over there in the corner.
Just trying to make sure I ain't nothing missing.
I can make out a corridor, but no details. The glass is too dirty, and there's no light in there. I can make out a corridor, but no details. The glass is too dirty, and there's no light in there. It's no use. The door seems to be locked from the other side.
You're just gonna tell me you can see that it's a corridor?
Rear pressure bulkheads usually only open from one side. So if a room were flooded, a drowning sailor wouldn't be able to open the bulkhead and endanger the whole ship. Unfortunately, I'm on the side without the locking mechanism.
Okay. Okay, so maybe this was one of those that just wanted me to examine the rest of it. Now we can try to go upstairs and see if it'll let me leave out. Still locked.
Whoever locked the door?
I wonder. But yeah, I figured that.
I should be careful. The gunman may still be nearby.
Alright, this is a cutscene, so I can't. Yeah.
What are you up to, Zelna?
I wanted to determine whether the gun had been fired recently, Inspector.
I mean, what are you doing on the ship?
I was jumped in the cargo hold.
Of course you were.
Here, look. Careful how you hold it. There could be fingerprints on the end.
Surely you don't expect me to believe you.
I was inspecting the trunk. I found it in the cargo hold, and it was clear that someone had hidden inside it to board the ship.
Some people are willing to go to great lengths to be a part of this journey.
Indeed. Whoever it was, they struck me on the head from behind with the pipe while I was looking for clues. Oh, and they shot at me as well.
Ridiculous. You wanted to come along, orders be damned, and so you found a way to stay here. I should throw you overboard.
I would have dreamed up something less painful.
True. That doesn't look good.
See? And there's a bullet wedged in a wooden crate down there. I don't have a gun.
The doctor should have a look at it. Come with me.
Alrighty. If it's not a cutscene, or if it allows for us to take control, we'll probably stop this gameplay there. And then we will pick it up next Thursday. Which also happens to be Valentine's Day.
Inspector Legrand and Constable Zelna. So you have decided to join us on our journey after all?
So it would seem. We are searching for Dr. Gebhardt.
I'm just fine, Captain Conti.
The Conti.
I'm in control. I can manage. Tell James he absolutely must wake me at 9:45.
Certainly, madam.
Absolutely.
I shall see that he does.
And now I shall return to my chambers. You'll be in the bar tonight at 10, Inspector.
Oh.
If that's what you wish.
It will be spectacular. I promise.
He is toe up from the flow up. Like, alright.
The fresh sea air, and perhaps a glass of champagne to many. But I'm glad that you decided to join us on our journey to Cairo.
Not quite voluntarily.
So he says.
I was jumped from behind.
But no, that is...
Dr. Gebhardt should have a look at him, Captain De Conti.
Of course. Please, have a seat in the saloon, Constable Zelna. I'll summon the doctor.
I'm trying to see if it's gonna actually stop being a cutscene and allow for us to take over. This game's getting really good.
Our brave Constable Zelna was attacked.
Struck on the head.
Oh. Sit down, please.
Now, please, tell me exactly what happened.
I think you've got a stowaway on board. I was jumped.
Intolerable. I'll have the crew search every nook and cranny of the ship. And of course, Mr. Zelna, you are cordially invited to travel as our special guest.
Good to know that at least one man doesn't want to throw me overboard.
Is it bad?
Yes, it hurts a lot.
I spoke with Dr. Gebhardt.
He suffered a violent blow to the back of the head. I cannot really say how bad it is.
But I can. It really hurts.
Like, it really hurts.
Why didn't anyone come looking for me? Didn't anyone notice that I didn't come back from the cargo hold?
We did search for you, but we couldn't find you.
Who was supposed to search the cargo hold?
Constable Oliver. I'll have a talk with him about that later.
I should hope so.
How many fingers do you see?
3 fingers.
Okay.
Where are we? And what time is it? I must have been out for ages.
It's just after 8 p.m.
You just missed dinner. But we'll all meet here in the saloon at 10 o'clock to have a drink together. Greeting the passengers personally is a tradition I will not break, even on this unusual journey.
You're all right now, Constable. The bleeding has stopped, and the wound looks good. You may have a mild concussion. You just need a good night's sleep. And tomorrow, your only worries will be a headache and an impressive bump.
Thanks.
That's a good enough reason to celebrate. Enough about crooks and thieves. From now on, you can start to enjoy your free cruise.
What is he drinking? It's empty.
Inspector! What? A dark shadow. Upper deck, just now. Go, let's have a look.
What is he drinking? It's
Me
empty.
too.
No, you stay here.
Do you want to make this an argument?
Okay. So it looks like it's saved, so that means I probably get to take over.
Robert, go to the Baroness and don't let her out of your sight. Zellner, you're coming to the port side. Doctor, you go to starboard. I'll start at the forecastle and work my way back to the two of you. Understood?
But...
Low calorie sports
Baroness
drink.
von Trebitz.
She's not opening her door.
Hello? Baroness von Trebitz? Open the door.
Alright. So I'm gonna save. And we will actually pick this up next week, Thursday. But again, this is the Raven Remastered. And it's a really good game. I'm really enjoying this game a lot. I plan on playing it until I am done with it. It looks like this will be an episodic game, and this is the first chapter that I am playing. But it looks like it's supposed to be 3 chapters to the that is day 3 of the Raven Remastered.